Hi there, and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we'd be learning about integers, okay? And we would be learning to add and subtract negative integers. So now, as the lesson progresses, if you have any issues at all, you don't understand anything, be sure to contact your tutor, okay? Who would be more than happy to help. And yeah, let's jump right into the lesson. So, integers, addition and subtraction of negative integers. Now let's do some recap. Okay, what are integers? Now integers are whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers that can be positive, negative, or zero. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, these are integers. 0 is an integer, and then -1, -2, -3, -4, these are also integers. Okay, and these we call negative integers. So we have positive integers. Okay, positive integers are integers greater than 0. For example, you have 3 8 11, your regular numbers 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. These are your positive integers. Okay, and basically your negative integers are integers going on the other end. All right, so you have negative integers are integers less than 0. We have -1, -2, -3, -d, or these integers are less than 0. And basically this negative integers are the focus of this lesson. Okay, this is what we're talking about: negative integers like -1, -5, -13, -21. These are all negative integers. Now something very important, okay, when you're doing addition and subtraction of negative integers, okay, something you need to take note of, and we call it the number line. Okay, so the number line, what exactly is this number line? It's pretty much exactly what it is. It's a line with numbers. Okay, it's a line with all the numbers. So we have on this line we have 0. You can see 0 in the middle there, and if you go into the right, you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It goes on. Okay, the number line is infinite, you should know that. And going to the left, you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and you just, so basically we've just picked out a very small part of this very infinite big number line. Okay, like I said, on the right it goes on to 6 7 8 9 10 11. On the left it goes on to -6, -7, -2, infinity. Okay, now what are we going to use this for? We're going to use this to add and subtract negative integers. Okay, and basically anytime we're looking to add, okay, something you need to take note of, anytime we're looking to add, we go to the right. Okay, and when we're looking to subtract, we move to the left. Okay, something very important you need to take note of. And yeah, that is pretty much what we need to know about the number line. Okay, now one more thing, like I said, the number line is very long. Okay, it's infinite. Okay, and basically we've just taken out a small portion of this number line. We've taken from -5 up until 5. Okay, and following as the lesson goes on, you would see points where we need to extract a specific part of the number line. Okay, it will get clearer later on. Okay, but for now, just know right now we've taken out -5 to 5. Okay, for different questions you may need to take out different parts of the number line, so just keep that in mind. Okay, now let's work with the number line. Okay, let's do some addition. Now we have this very simple 1 plus 3. Okay, and we're going to solve this using the number line. All right, and we have this number line here, a number line from -5 up until 5. Okay, and basically to solve 1 plus 3, I'm going to identify 1 on the number line. So I have this point here. Okay, and I have plus 3, so I'm adding. Okay, and for addition I'm going to move to the right. Okay, and here's what I do: I move 3 times to the right. So I start from 1, okay, the point 1, and I move 3 times to the right. I do this 1 2 3. Okay, and basically you see I land on 4, and very simply 1 plus 3 equals 4. Okay, simply. Now let's do another one. All right, let's do 2 minus 5. What is 2 minus 5? Now 2 minus 5 will give you a negative number, I tell you that. Okay, because normally you shouldn't be able to subtract 5 from 2, but 2 minus 5 gives you a negative number. You can't subtract 5 from 2. And basically from our number line, okay, similarly we start from 2. Okay, and in this case we're subtracting, so we're moving to the left. All right, and we move how many times to the left? We move 5 times to the left. So from 2 we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 times to the left, and we end up at -3. So 2 minus 5 equals -3. Simple. Okay, so that's it. Now basically, when you're looking to add or subtract using a number line, okay, you take the first number as your starting point. Okay, you decide whether you're adding or subtracting. If you're adding, you're moving to the right. If you're subtracting, you're moving to the left. Okay, and basically then you move the number of times. For example, if you're adding 3, you move 3 times to the right. If you're subtracting 6, you move 6 times to the left. If you're adding 9, you move 9 times to the right. And that's pretty much it. Now let's do an example. Okay, example 1. Very simple question. We have solve -1 plus 5. Okay, -1 plus 5, and we're going to do this using a number line. Now bring in this number line. Okay, now something I mentioned earlier, look at this number line. Okay, this number line is from -3 up until 5. Okay, and what I've just done is I've picked out a portion of this number line that is relevant to this question. Okay, very important that you do so you don't end up, for example, if you were to solve a question -1 plus 5 and you started your number line at minus 10. Okay, -10, you start counting from -10. Basically you would have a huge chunk of your number line that would be useless. Okay, not useful. All right, so basically right now we're going to start from -1. Okay, and we're simply going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 times to the right because we're adding 5, and we end up with the answer -4. It's that simple. Okay, now let's go back to picking out your number line. Now we know we're going to start at -1, and we know we're going to move into the right, so it will make no sense for us to have numbers on the left going up until -10. Okay, because all of that would be useless. So it's very important that you pick out a very good portion of your number line that would be relevant to your question. Okay, so if you're moving to the right from the starting number, you should have more numbers to the right. All right, let's do another example. Another example will make this clear. Now, example 2. And example 2 says solve -2 minus 7. Okay, -2 minus 7. And for this one, basically we have -2, and we're going to be we're subtracting from -2. So we're going to start at -2 and we're going to be moving to the left. Okay, and basically I'm going to pick out an appropriate number line. If you see my number line now, my number line doesn't even have a positive number because I know I'm starting from -2 and I'm going to be moving all the way to the left. So my answer is going to be somewhere towards the left. All right, so it wouldn't be necessary for me to include numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because all of those would be useless on my number line. So very important for you to know what part of the number line you pick from. Your number line should include the starting number, in this case -7, and basically should move in the direction of the question. Okay, so if you're subtracting, you should have more numbers to the left. If you're adding, you should have more numbers to the right. So in this case we're subtracting, so we have our more numbers from -2 to the left, and we just pinpoint -2 there. Okay, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and what we end up with in the end is -9. So -2 minus 7 equals -9. Simple. That's it. Let's do another one. Example 3. Example 3 says solve 3 plus -2. Okay, so we're adding -2 to 3. Now how do we solve a question like this? Now this is a strange one. 3 plus -2. We have 2 signs there. So are we adding or are we subtracting? We really don't know what we're doing here. Okay, 3 plus -2. 3 plus -2. What do we do there? Now I'll tell you this. Anytime you have a situation like this where you have plus and minus, you just change it to minus. Okay, so when you have plus minus a number, you just change it to minus. Plus minus is minus. Okay, so 3 plus -2 is the same as 3 minus 2. Very simple. 3 plus -2 is the same as 3 minus 2. All right, and now we would have another example where we'd have minus. Okay, but in this case, keep this in mind. Plus and minus will give you minus. Okay, so whenever you have 3 plus -2 5 plus minus 7. 5 plus minus 7 is the same as 5 minus 7. Okay, you just take away the plus and you stick with the minus. Okay, plus and minus equals minus. Okay, and now we're just going to pinpoint 3 minus 2. We're going to move 2 times to the left, 1 2, and we have our simple answer. 3 minus 2 equals 1. Simple. Okay, I think I have a few more examples. Example 4. And example 4 says 1 minus minus 6. Okay, we have two signs. Okay, but now we have two minuses. So what do we do about this? 1 minus minus 6. Now, in the last example, we learned that if we have plus and minus, it becomes minus. Plus minus becomes minus. Plus minus becomes minus. Okay, but minus minus becomes plus. Okay, so when you have 1 minus minus 6, it ends up as 1 plus 6. Just keep these two laws in your head. Plus minus equals minus, minus minus equals plus. Plus minus equals minus, minus minus equals plus. Now, 1 minus minus 6 becomes 1 plus 6. The minus minus becomes plus, and from this point we can just go ahead and pinpoint 1. Okay, and we're adding, so we're moving 6 points to the right, and we end up at 1 plus 6 equals 7. Simple. Final one, example 5. And example 5 says solve minus 4 minus minus 3. Minus 4 minus minus 3. This looks complex, but it's quite simple. So minus 4 minus minus 3, very simple, gives you minus 4 plus 3. Okay, and then minus 4 plus 3, your minus minus becomes plus, so you have minus 4 minus minus 3 becomes minus 4 plus 3, and basically we just pinpoint minus 4 on our number line and we move 3 times to the right, and we end up with our answer minus 1. Okay, so yeah, that is it for this lesson. Very simple lesson, addition and subtraction of negative integers. And yeah, you can go ahead and solve the questions on the worksheet, and bye for now.